This video is intended to help you create your citations for the APA in-text citations required in advanced science. So when do we cite things? We cite things anytime you use someone else's ideas, theories, or research, and it shows up in your own writing. So if you read an article to help you better understand a topic, you include the citation. I used the direct quote from the APA publication manual, and here I have my in-text citation following it. APA uses the author date citation system, meaning we cite the author and we cite the date when we are creating a citation. Every in-text citation needs an author and a date. And then sometimes we use a location to give additional help to our readers to know where it came from. Location can be a page number, a paragraph number, sometimes a URL. It just depends on what the best way to locate that source would be. Okay. This is the format that we use when we are doing an in-text citation. This is the easiest format, but as I'm going to show you, there are 3 ways to do a citation. We do the last name. Sometimes it's a group, sometimes it's multiple people, but there always needs to be somebody responsible for the content and a date that the information was published. So here are the 3 ways. One source can be cited in 3 different ways when we're using the content. You can do a sentence that shows the date and the author in the writing of the sentence. So frequently we say, in this date, this author said blah, 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 blah. Or we say, this author, parentheses, this date, blah, 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 blah. And then finally, you can have something that doesn't include the author and the date in the sentence at all. And in that case, down here, we do a parenthetical citation at the end of the sentence. So sometimes you can put the information, the author and the date directly into your sentence. Sometimes you can put just the author and then do parenthetical for the date. And sometimes you can do parenthetical for the entire thing, the author and the date at the end of the sentence. So this is what this looks like. So this is parenthetical just for the date. Here's our author. So according to our authors, and then the date, and then here is my direct quote. And then down here is the location that the reader can find my direct quote. So this is what that looks like. Direct quote, 2 authors, the date and the location are included in this citation. So here's a different way to do it. This is a paraphrased version. I didn't use the direct quote, but I'm still doing the exact same citation: author, date, location. Okay, so here is the breakdown if you are not sure what your citation should look like. So we do one author, or one work by 2 authors. Oops, I flipped too fast. One work by 4 authors, 5 authors, 6 authors. Anything more than 6 authors, that's when we get to the et al. When we do our citation. So this is meant to help you go through, I keep moving through my thing. This is meant to show you what it should look like. So the first time you do your in-text citation, you should quote the author directly in the sentence, followed by the date. And we do that in the first couple in-text citations. Sometimes you might do it in the parenthetical, and that would be up here. It would look like this. It's not really till we get into multiple authors that we change the way the citation looks. So if you only have 1 or 2 authors, which is going to be the case for you most of the time, your citation won't change from time to time. But if you have more than 3 authors, that's when we start changing the way the citation works. So the first time we do the citation, when we have 3 or more authors, we list everybody out. But then the next time we do it, then we use the et al. That just saves some time in writing it out. The other things that we frequently cite are groups or institutions. So, for example, I'm citing a research study done by the University of Pittsburgh. I'm going to write out University of Pittsburgh every single time. But I might have something by the National Institute of Health. And in science fair, we cite a lot of those national institutes of. So they have a abbreviation for that organization. So we write it out the first time, we show the abbreviation in the citation, and then in the subsequent citations, then we can just use the abbreviation, and that helps us kind of cut down on how often we have to write out National Institute of Mental Health, Institute of Mental Health. So you only have to write that out the first time. Okay, so Noodle Tools is a fabulous tool for helping you use do your in-text citations. So when you set up your Noodle Tools, you're going to want to make sure you set it up in APA format. And then we're going to go to this option button here, and it will give you an APA parenthetical citation. So it will tell you exactly what should go in your citation. So if I flip back, here's my Department of Environmental Protection, and that would be one of my groups. And my group is actually going to have a abbreviation. We frequently call it the DEP. So I would add that DEP into my citation. So Noodle Tools can be super helpful. I'm going to show you what it looks like in action. So here's my works cited. I can go over here to in-text reference, and here it shows me my citation. That is for a website. Here's that article that I used in the example. So, that's not the right one. Let's do this one. So here it's going to ask me where I got it from. I maybe got it from page 5. So here are my authors: Song, Murphy, and Nyren and Davies. Here's my date, and there's my location. So that is really helpful. I want to go back and show you this as an example. So this is when I copy and pasted my citation. And this is what happens. So it says, since you created this citation via copy paste, you have to go down to the actual rules, and it'll tell you what to do. So if you forget the things that I'm saying today, you can always come back to Noodle Tools and it'll tell you what to do. Please take advantage of the features of Noodle Tools. It will really, really help you out in your citations. The other thing is that there is an entire folder in the Library Schoology with tons and tons of APA citation help guides. Good luck on your in-text citations. You are more than welcome to come down to the library to get help on those citations anytime.